My name's Mindy Davey. I'm a singer-songwriter from Buffalo, New York. I'm going to be 10 years sober in September. What sets me aside with my music is my music always stands for something behind it.
He has a plan for me. This is my destiny.
I was a carefree kid. Like I grew up with two brothers, and I was a tomboy, so I kind of was a little different than all the other girls in my school, and that was hard for me to like fit in and make friends and really kind of have friends to talk to. The only friend I really had was my mom. It was around homecoming week at the end of my freshman year. I got invited to a party, and I thought at that moment, I was like, now is my chance to make friends. You know, maybe I can fit in. And when I went to that party, I ended up getting introduced to Oxycontin. That's kind of where my problems started. I wasn't really focused on music, which was my passion before my addiction. I was actually just focused on full-time using, like, where can I get my next fix? After that, I was arrested my first time, and then as soon as I got off again, I hit the street and started using again. And then right after that, I ended up getting arrested my second time. And I say everything happens for a reason, because I ended up finding a week in, I was pregnant, which was a turning point for me. It wasn't just me on this road anymore. It was my unborn child. I was gonna hurt my unborn child. So I ended up graduating my 6-month treatment, and I went on to have my daughter, Ariana, and here we are, almost 10 years sober now, and it's been a crazy journey so far. My daughter saved my life. I was a completely different person. Obviously, who I am today is not who I was. And, you know, when I was an active user, I was stealing from people that I would have never thought I would have ever stole from. So from my mom, from my community, from my friends, I was so sick of hurting the people around me, and I was just so tired of the same old loophole continually happening. That wasn't me, you know, that was the drug that took me over, and, you know, who I am today is who I am, you know, and I think that was definitely a huge thing that helped me maintain my sobriety too, was the people around me, the love that I had surrounded me. I started performing when I got out of rehab. I ended up chasing music. It was actually funny. I was in the rehab center, and I saw Justin Bieber on the Ellen show, and that inspired me for some reason. I wanted to like go home, and I wanted to just write music. And so I did just that. After my session, I ended up going home, and I picked up my guitar for the first time in years. And that's when I was like, wow, I missed this. Like, so I just started doing it. And then I ended up trying out for America's Got Talent. That's when I went on to the show, and I didn't make it to the camera round, but I ended up going down to Broadway. I wanted to visit the Freedom Towers, and I came across this homeless guy on the streets. And I come from a small town where if you see somebody down, you help them out, you know, and so I ended up buying this guy some stuff that he needed, and I gave it to him. And never judge a book by its cover, because I found out that this guy, he had his apartment burned down, and his wife and 2 kids got a place in the shelter. He didn't. He was out on the street overnight. So I went, and that just touched me. The whole thing about it just touched me in the conversation I had with him. So I went back to Buffalo. When I got back, I wrote this song called Peace. And that was really the moment that I knew, I'm like, this is what I want to do. It's my getaway. When I play music, it's just me, each lyric, that's it. I just jamming out in my room if I'm having a terrible day. You know, but if I'm on stage and I'm performing at a place, you know, it's really just all about me, those lyrics, and the audience, you know, and really connecting with one another. My sobriety has given me life, you know, it's given me purpose. I was addicted at such a young age that I really didn't have time to figure out who I was, what I wanted to do in life. So when I ended up getting out of my addiction and into my sobriety, I started discovering like that other side that I never even discovered before. It was just God's way of putting me on a different path. Sobriety has just given me a way to connect with people on top of that, you know, because not only did I find my purpose, but it's given me the ability to turn my addiction into a positive, and being able to spread that message to, you know, so many people out there that are struggling right now that need it. I really didn't think I was going to be alive past 19. So I feel like I would definitely say hold on and keep fighting, and always maintain hope.